Yo, what's good, everyone? I am your boy Rory with Roar Sports Media. I am joined by my co-host Jordan. Jordan, tell people hi.
Hey guys, welcome back to Roar Sports Media. Are y'all ready to talk some football with us this lovely Tuesday evening?
All right. So pretty cool episode. We actually have one, a guest and commentator on sports. Appreciate you coming by, Mr. Clarence. Can you plug your information?
Yes. Hey, it's me, Clarence Nixon, man, from Wise Guys. These guys know sports. I am Eric on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network, and you can reach me on all platforms. 23 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hey, man, I'm so excited to be on the show, Rory. Enjoy it, man. What's going on with you guys?
No much, man. Appreciate you coming on, dude. And,
Oh yeah, great stuff.
we just love talking sports, and you're a fellow enthusiast, and we figured like this show would be, it's a good time to talk. We're right before the drafts, and there's a lot of big news to cover. This year has been particularly explosive when it comes to news. There's some big topics we're going to be covering. Dude, very exciting time to be in the football world, before the dead period, waiting for training camp and all that stuff. But the next couple weeks, there's going to be a lot of scuttlebutt. There's going to be a lot of information. There's going to be a lot of smoke screens. A lot of teams are going to be unveiling new stuff. Just it's a crazy time to be in especially in the NFL world. Yeah, it's going to be great. And I mean, as of yesterday, the Jets make huge moves. And, they get rid of their number one quarterback, the guy they drafted, was it third overall back in 2018. And that's big news. That's crazy stuff to the Carolina Panthers. And it just tells me that the Jets are moving in a way, way different direction than what they were under Adam Gase, their old GM. Because, I mean, do you remember whenever their old GM literally got fired right after the draft was done? That just tells me that they were at that conjuncture, a joke organization. And that's how they treated the next 2 years of football, man. The Jets were just constantly being berated. Shit, even Boomer Esiason was on the radio every day just clowning the Jets. And what this tells me, with them trading away Sam Darnold and washing their hands of the old Jets, and then with all those splash signings from this free agency, in which me and you were very, very close to one of the players that they signed, which I'm pretty mad about. But the Jets are moving in a different direction. Do you have any thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, I think the Jets, like you said, they're moving in a whole new direction. GM Joe Douglas, he sees a future in New York that can possibly happen. He's they stated that they're going to draft a quarterback. They said they're going to draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft, and they're going to build around them. And, they brought in key players like Corey Davis, and I like the Tevin Coleman pickup too. A pass catcher off the backfield. So Joe Douglas, he's doing a great job. And him getting an extra second, fourth, and sixth round pick, they're stacking up the team. They're stacking up the team to get to the point they're about to be winning soon. So I think
they're making big moves, definitely.
Yeah.
Jordan, did you have any thoughts on it, man?
Well, I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer. I did not like that.
Really?
I did not. I wanted. I actually believe in Darnold. I don't think it's. You know what? I'll say it two ways. I like that he finally went to a team that's ready to go, that's ready to win. You got a solid offensive line. You got a pretty good defense. You got weapons. You got Christian McCaffrey. I like that for Sam Darnold personally. I do not like what the Jets did. I believe they gave up on the man way too soon. When you gave him a trash can that you torched, put on fire, and your GM was gone the next day. It was just, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So I believe the Jets gave up on him way too soon, but I get it from a GM standpoint. Dump everything from Adam Gase era, anything he chose to do. Even if we think Sam Darnold could be the guy, he's probably more ready to go than, drumroll, we all know Zach Wilson is. And you could have built their team and gave them weapons. I think I would have liked to see them, but y'all may disagree with me. but I would have liked to see Sam Darnold in there one more year with a coach that actually looks like he knows what he's doing, with a GM that knows what he's doing, and a team put around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that. I don't hate Sam Darnold. I just think that he was just done with the organization. Because if you're in a bad situation for long enough, you tend to become disillusioned in what you're doing. Why am I doing it? Like, what told me like Sam Darnold was kind of done with what was going on was that one. I believe it was a Monday night game whenever he was like, "Man, I'm seeing ghosts. Like, my brain is not working for some reason. I forgot how to quarterback." Like, dude, I do not want to be here. I'm disillusioned. It's almost like being that festers a bad not attitude, but like a bad aura to where it's just kind of like, is keeping this guy here causing more friction, or is it promoting a good work environment? Now with this whole new GM, with this new coach in Rob Shayla, who I love, he reminds me of a Mike Vrabel type of coach, which I'm a big Mike Vrabel believer, dude. Whenever you watch him coach, he makes me want to run through a brick wall. I mean, which Clarence, I don't get that from Zach Taylor, but Mike Vrabel, like, dude, Rob Shayla and Vrabel are very, very like cut from the same cloth type of coaches. Like, dude, did you see that Rob Shayla has a guy to keep him on the sideline? Did you see that he has a coach to hold him?
Get back, coach.
He pays the guy to hold it. I get that, coach.
Get back, coach.
So like, dude, that's the kind of energy I need. But I think that you have to get rid of Darnold to promote a new, and it's a new time for the Jets. New quarterback, new coach, 21 picks to fucking fix the direction of the team, the franchise, and to promote a good culture going forward. New growth, kind of like burning the old leaves so that there's fertilizer for the new era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And one more, I think this is a fresh start for Darnold, because I like him going to Carolina. I like
me too.
They got going down there. Like Matt Rule, he's a great, he's a player coach. He's a great coach, to motivate you. Then Joe Brady, he was a great successor for Joe Burrow, so he can bring a secret weapon out of Sam Darnold. And believe it or not, Sam Darnold, he, like you said, he has a lot of good weapons over there in Carolina. He has a running back that can play. He's a running back 1, receiver 1, 2. He's everything that he will love. And DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson, them are some solid receivers.
Yes, they are.
With a solid offensive line. I think Darnold, this is his moment, chance to show that he's a franchise quarterback. Like same goes for Carson Wentz in Indianapolis. He has to show his worth, what he's made of down over there in Indy. He got everything he needs. Now it's time for him to show. I think this is Darnold's moment to show I'm a franchise quarterback. And if I look at his resume, 45 and 39 touchdown interception ratio, that's decent. It's decent though, right? It's decent though.
Yeah.
60%. That can get cleaned up. That can get cleaned up from good coaching. And he's going into great coaching and down there in Carolina. I'm very excited for him.
Ooh, with Joe Brady too. Oh my God, dude! It's the only thing I would have loved to see if they were going to go the Darnold route is that they re-signed Curtis Samuel, because I like Curtis Samuel as a player, and to go with DJ Moore and dude.
Yeah,
I like the direction of that program. You're right. Matt Rule, good head coach. Joe Brady as offensive coordinator. Hey, dude, the thing is, if Sam Darnold takes off next year, Joe Brady's gone. He's getting himself a head coach job. Because
I'm telling you,
coming to Cincy.
Dude, oh my God! If that happens and we go like another four win season, Joe Brady's our head coach. That's just gonna happen. Like, dude, there will be riots in the street if that doesn't happen. Because if he can revive Sam Darnold's career, because everyone was saying this guy's trash, which I never believed the hype. Because dude, it's hard to make a piece of shit look good, man. It's hard. It's really hard.
It is.
They were a dumpster fire ever since he took over the reins, and dude. He's had nothing around him. They had the first year was with no offensive lines, no receivers practically. The second year of Adams Gase, dude, there's still no receivers. They get Mekhi Becton. He's Mekhi Becton's really good, but there's still no receivers on the outside. The defense is still trash.
Yeah,
there's nothing Sam Darnold could do, and not to mention Adam Gase, dude. For him being a quarterback whisperer, I don't see it. And because it seems that every time a quarterback leaves his situation, they get better. Like so,
Tannehill. Tannehill.
Oh,
I like
Wait, what?
and that's what I'm saying. He got better once he left Adam Gase.
So, yeah, I feel like the Jets, they had to have that conversation. Do we keep Darnold? Do we build around him? And they, you're probably right, Rory, where I guarantee you they probably set him down and they were like, you want to leave? It's okay. You got to think it may have actually happened. Maybe not in that way, but it's more like, do you think you can win here? Do you want to be here? We're creating a new culture. We can build around you. I feel like that may have been a more mutual parting than a let's just get rid of Darnold type thing. Because there is a lot to consider. But man, I like him. I like him going to the Panthers, and that leaves your next question: where does Teddy Bridgewater go?
Ooh,
because that's a part of the whole Panther situation, guys.
The question is Teddy Bridgewater a starting quarterback? Is he that guy? I mean, dude, the Panthers did all they could to really premiere him as their quarterback. They signed him to big money. Mm-hmm. They let him take control of the offense all 16 games. And man, so the thing is, I didn't love Teddy Bridgewater whenever he was with the Vikings. He got them to the playoffs, great. But there's really nothing about Teddy Bridgewater that really said, like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kick ass. Like, I never really got that vibe from him. I'm not saying he's always been a backup. I'm saying he's that guy that can go out and win you games. It's just I'm not sure if I'm trusting you with my franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was 15-11, 92 QBR. I'm going Colin Cowherd here, y'all. 3,700 plus yards. He had a decent season, but it was Christian McCaffrey's show. That's his team.
CMC went down early in the season, dude. But Mike Davis went off.
Yeah,
Mike Davis good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a good back, like a good serviceable back for Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, for sure.
I think Teddy Bridgewater, though, to me, he's not a starting material quarterback, but he's a solid backup. A solid backup to like already an elite quarterback. So I think if you ask me, though, Baltimore, that would be a good spot for him, though. You know what I'm saying?
I really like him going to Washington or the Seahawks.
What about the Saints?
Really?
What about back to the Saints?
So the thing about it is, dude, what are they gonna do with? Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? I'm blanking on his name. 30 for 30. Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. Why do you want him? He's a third-string quarterback.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like every time the Buccaneers played the Bengals, I'm like, oh, thank God, it's Jameis Winston. He's gonna throw the game away. Dude, what was it? 4 picks against us the last time he played us, or something like that. Like, dude, I was going nuts.
I was telling Bengals fans back, wow, how can we not get interceptions from this guy? And we only like 3 interceptions.
Yeah, no, 4. It was 4, man. 4 interceptions that game.
He wraps a bow around the ball. He sprinkles a little snow, and he gives you your Christmas present.
So here you go. Here's the interception. You get an interception. He's the Oprah of interceptions, dude. And you get an interception. And you get an interception. Everybody's getting interceptions.
That doesn't necessarily get an interception. Like, oh wow, he gave that man an interception.
Dude, it's not like, it's not that for a lack of talent. Dude, Jameis Winston has a lot of talent. It's something in his brain, just like, just throws it to a linebacker. He throws it to linebackers. That's the thing about it, dude. He doesn't throw it to cornerbacks. He throws it straight to linebackers, dude. Like, just straight.
Linebackers got the most pick 6 out of him, I believe.
Yeah, man, dude. In that game I was talking about, the 4 interceptions, I believe 2 or 3 went to linebackers, dude. And it was Jordan Evans, like not exactly cover guys.
Maybe any team he plays on, they just need to put a linebacker at wide receiver. There's our second string linebacker right there on the Saints over the route.
4 down linemen and 7 linebackers.
James is down there in New Orleans, though. He sat under a year over like trying to get another chance to revive his career. He sat behind Sean Payton and Drew Brees to the playbook to be a better quarterback. I think he should get a legitimate shot at this, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needed to get something cleaned up. So
for sure.
Like, I think he's a big gamble. Him and Taysom Hill, I think they can kill it.
I agree, but man, I keep going back to 2019 when Drew Brees went down and Teddy Bridgewater started for him. He played a lot of good games under Sean Payton.
I think
he,
that
9 out of 2 interceptions, man. I mean, that for that little stint he had, he played really good, man. So
I think the difference between Teddy and that older Drew Brees was just kind of like that weird leadership intangible. You know what I'm saying? It's that because I guarantee Teddy probably had more arm talent at that time. He probably had like way more juice in his arm. It's just like that weird go out and we're gonna go win this, you know? Because like, dude, sometimes you need that to go out there and, you know, dude. I mean, Drew Brees was getting them 10, 11 wins for the last like damn near 4 years.
Yeah.
And Teddy Bridgewater, he's good. And if he went back to the Saints, I wouldn't hate it. It's just I just don't know if I trust. Like I said, do I want a quarterback that's going to get me to 7 to 9 wins every year, or do I want that guy that can go really, really take me to the top? You know what I'm saying? Like Teddy just seems like he's good. He's a good quarterback. It's just kind of like, is he great? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think Teddy's a solid backup. He'll be a solid backup to like any team, but he'll give him that, like, you know, that present, you know, that experience, you know, being a backup. He can be a good bridge quarterback, but it has to be the right place, you know, at the right place for him. Like
I like that. A good bridge quarterback.
Bridge quarterback.
I like that, Clarence. That's next level thinking right there, man.
If you missed it, we're sorry.
Honestly, I thought like they was gonna go quarterback. They was going to get like Trey Lance and Justin Fields, and that would have been a good place for them to land because they quarterback in Bridgewater. He start a few games, and then you bring in Fields or Lance to play the rest. But they brought in Darnold, and they're releasing them because I'm not paying him $20 million a year for a backup.
Sam Darnold? No, not next year. You're gonna have to prove it.
I think Bridgewater was supposed to count $20 million against the cap.
Yeah.
Well, they've already said he's allowed to talk to teams. That was 9 hours ago. I checked it out about possible trades. So they're already like, dude, you want to go? Go right ahead. We'll see about trades.
The only team I could see him possibly going to would be Washington, but they just signed Fitzpatrick. I mean, but I don't know what was it? What was it, like $10 million or something like that? It wasn't like anything exorbitant, wasn't it?
I think it's like a $1 million.
And dude, I mean, $10 million, that's backup quarterback money. That's backup quarterback money.
$14 million for real. It all depends on the team, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that can be a solid pickup. You know, they pick
for the Niners.
Yeah, you know, like behind like that rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, man. If I'm gonna go that route, then I'm probably keeping Garoppolo. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already there, and they're not losing money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they I believe right now, like if they cut Garoppolo, it's like zero money. So like if I'm gonna keep that bridge guy like in that spot, I'm probably gonna stay with Garoppolo just because it's cheaper. And I just signed Trent Williams to like $160 million or something like that. It was something crazy. So I'm gonna go with like the less money route. And you know, Garoppolo, he's not a great quarterback. It's just his injuries that really like killed him, man. Because I mean, he's good enough to get you to a Super Bowl. It's just kind of like he's just not gonna hit George Kittle and four throws to win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird though, like how he can get you to a Super Bowl, but he definitely has a good track record though when he's healthy.
Dude, that's Shanahan, dude. Shanahan can just raise all boats, man. That's him.
Yeah, I think Shanahan is like he gets the best out of his players, and they love playing for him. They love John Lynch, and plus they're in Cali. The weather is great out there, so if you mess up, you're crazy. Like,
yeah, you ain't throwing into like 40-mile-per-hour winds very very often out in California, man.
No.
Yeah. And dude, so and like with the I think the 49ers, I would love to see Trey Lance there. Like that's who I would want to see there, just because if there's one coach that I think that could get the most potential out of a player, it's Kyle Shanahan and Trey Lance. Because, dude, I'm not going to lie. I love Trey Lance's intangibles. It's not that I don't love Justin Fields. It's just that, like, if there's one coach I really think that could get all the juice out of Trey Lance, that's Kyle Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? I think that him going to the 49ers and letting him sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo for a year. Oh my God, dude. I mean, I'm not a 49ers fan, but like that's a situation that I would love to see.
Yeah, because I've been looking at like on everybody else mock, they picking Mac Jones, and I'm like, look,
That's a Patriot quarterback.
I root for Bama, but Mac Jones like not a top 5 quarterback right now. It'll be
Thank you.
But you know, like San Francisco, John Lynch, he does a lot of crazy picks.
Like, yeah, like Solomon Thomas, dude. Well, dude, I don't know. John Lynch is a damn good. He's a good drafter, man. He makes some crazy moves. Getting DeForest Buckner out of there, going to the Colts, saving like $20 million, and then getting Javon Kinlaw. My God, that was a masterpiece of a move.
Yeah.
Like that was amazing. Like John Lynch, I wish he was a Bengal. I wish he was the Bengals GM. Like, dude, I don't know what it is about John Lynch. I just love him as a GM, and him and Kyle Shanahan matched up. They should like go to the Super Bowl almost every year, just because like they're that good a partnership and team builders.
Yeah, that's two great success for people. Like they got that strong relationship. You know, I got your back, you got my back.
Yeah, they're definitely on the same wavelength. So is there anything you guys want to cover? Oh yeah, where did you guys think Teddy's gonna land? Just I want to straight up.
I'm still saying Saints, man. I think they like that. Jameis Winston's got a lot of question marks, even though he's set behind Drew Brees. I like him in a Saints uniform. I think that's a smart decision by the Saints.
I think it would be too.
If you had to ask me, Denver Broncos probably be a secret, sneaky place for him to go. A lot of good weapons over there. A decent offensive line. You know, they got Melvin Gordon. I still think he's like a top 10 running back in the league.
I think he's good too. I like him too.
Yeah, like Denver, like Drew Lock is not panning out well. And I know John Elway is ready to throw him out. Like, man, look, man, we got to get rid of this kid. But
you ain't it.
So if they play with him for under a year and they draft a quarterback or they wait for next year's draft, I think Bridgewater, that'd be a perfect scenario. You know, got like weapons, like I said, offensive line, and a solid defense.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate the like, guys. For those watching, like, where do you think Teddy Bridgewater lands? Like that's the big question after the big moves. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now. Like, who do you guys think the 49ers are going to take at 3? Who's your top quarterback in the draft? There's a lot of stuff that we keep going over. If you can, comment it, share it out, whatever. We know it's all good on the Roar.
Hate on the Cincinnati Bengals if you'd like. It's all good on the Roar.
No, none of that. No, we will not take any Cincinnati Bengals slander. Not here, not ever.
You will be canceled.
0. You're getting out of here. Okay, get out of here. Okay, so I think if I had to choose, I think Washington just makes the most sense. I think they're a quarterback needy team. They have the cap to do it. For Bridgewater to land, that's just kind of my guess. I know Fitz magic, all that stuff, but do you believe in that? I don't. I really don't. And I don't think that the Bears make sense either, because I think that Andy Dalton's like on the same wavelength as Bridgewater. Like they're like both the guys that they like. Yeah, you could win 9-8 games, but are you gonna get there? No, I don't think so. You know, but I think if I had to guess, it'd probably be the Washington, whatever the names are. Which I think that we can segue into that. I know that like today is the last day for the Washington name cutoff. Do you guys have any like ideas of what they might go with? Because I know that they're not just going to be the football team.
If you had to guess,
what was that, Clarence?
Like football, Washington Warriors.
I like that. I actually do like that.
Yeah.
I saw on Twitter, I've been seeing like Red Wolves a lot. I've been seeing like Red Wolves or like something about Hogs, because like they're back in the 70s, they were just called like a lot of, you know, because their offensive line was so dominant. Like something about like the Washington history. But I think the favorite right now, just from like just looking at Twitter comments, was like Red Wolves. Is what I saw. That
would be something different and be a new coming into the NFL. You know, and got good uniform and nice designs. They might pan out.
I think so too. I mean, they already have, the red color in their thing. So I mean, red wolves just kind of makes sense. I mean, a lot of the logo designs was keeping that original, like the old Redskins, like circle and like feather, and only it's just like a tail, and then like a wolf. Like it looked pretty cool. Keeping that design and everything.
But are we talking about Washington football?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, I just kind of. What you guys think? I don't really care. Like, I mean, I'm a Bengals fan, but I'm a Razorback, so I kind of support the Cowboys also. Just kind of like Jerry. I support Jerry Jones.
Well, he's that's a rare exception because Cowboy fans do not like Jerry. Like, that's how you know he's not a Cowboys fan, y'all, because he supports Jerry Jones.
I'm a Jerry Jones fan. Okay, he pays for my school. He literally pays for the entire University of Arkansas.
Shout out to Arkansas on the what was that the
Elite
Final
Eight,
Eight,
man.
the
Elite
Eight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
there you go.
I'm just saying,
Shout out.
in the tournament, we were the only team within 10 of Baylor. The only team. So yeah.
Woo.
And I don't know if you guys saw that national championship game, but they were lighting it up, bro.
Yeah,
Like they were killing it.
Never got behind in that game either. Like the Zags just look unsynced. Like they look Houston, like when Baylor played Houston, like they just hit them with that defense and it just shut them all down. Like
Yeah. So I mean, I think that dude Baylor, by the way, that was a pretty crazy game. Wasn't it like it was like almost like 19-4 at like I think 6 minutes in. Like it was something insane. I was like, dude, the Zags ain't it. This ain't
Nope,
it.
they're not ready.
Nah, they're not ready. Is there anything that you guys wanted to like cover like right now?
I mean,
You guys want to get to? I guess we could go to. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it. I mean, staying in that area, but okay. So I'm not going to speculate on anything Deshaun Watson. Like I'm not going to say he did anything or didn't do anything. We don't know. We don't know. But what does this do to his career? Like, just if he's cleared of all the stuff, what do you think happens after this? Because like there's the stigma. What situation do you think would I'm going to go ahead and take my chances on Deshaun Watson?
Roy, man, when I look at that, it's like more women are coming.
Yeah, it just seems weird.
And I think one of the women is like, I'm not afraid anymore. And it's like, wow, Deshaun Watson, like what goes on? Because I follow Deshaun Watson on Instagram. I see like he parties a lot. He likes to party. He like to have fun. And he does a lot of wild things, though. So that would be also in question too. But in this situation, it's like it's poor, man. Because like he's a good quarterback. He's the third highest paid quarterback in the league. Money's worth, and it's like all these accusations is coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's just. Sorry, go ahead.
I just know for sure, like if everything gets clear. I just want y'all to know for sure. He's definitely getting suspended. He's gonna get like a good length because they was involved with this and the continuity of it, how long it grew, and more. They beat it. He's going to get
and not to mention the Me Too, all that stuff. They're gonna want blood. Even if he's cleared of all that stuff, they're gonna want something. Shit, if they suspended Tom Brady for possibly deflating footballs for 8 games, like Deshaun Watson's probably gonna get 8 games.
Yeah,
that sucks because even if he's cleared all the stuff in the court of public opinion in today's world, it's kind of like fuck, man. Like, damn it.
It's like what happened with Ezekiel Elliott. Yes, was he? What did they find him innocent? Did he do anything? Yep, but they still knocked him down 6 games, and that was a whole big scandal. And trust me, that stuff just didn't happen. That was starting all the way back in Ohio State with this girl. I followed it for like a year. This one I followed. This other one I can't. It's too much. Man, this whether he's innocent, whether he's not, he's going to get the suspension. It's just the right thing to do. It's to appease the public. And then what does that do for his draft stock? What does that do for his contract talk? Because you also got to look at it this way. He's a tarnished brand now.
Oof.
So his
That sucks,
advertisements are
dude.
gone. That's why Ezekiel Elliott went so high for money, because he was a tarnished brand. So that's why he went, hey, I'm going to be paid the highest running back in the league because I can't make what other guys make because I'm a tarnished brand. So you got to look at it that way. Do the Houston Texans even want to keep him anymore? Because, I mean, speculate or not, this all came out when he started saying he wanted a trade.
See, and that's my whole thing.
That's
Is like
the other thing too.
It's the timing that really weirds me out
It's
about this
weird.
whole situation. It's like,
It is.
I'm like, really?
I'm
Like,
like,
What happened?
wanted a trade. And then it comes out.
See, it's just kind of where they're like, oh, so you're gonna sit out? Okay. Well, I found these 22 girls over here. Like, it's kind of
Let's,
like, fuck, dude.
Let's call our next door neighbor the lawyer who represents all of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just convenient. The lawyer's the
Lot-
next
lot
door
of- There's
neighbor.
a lot of shady stuff. But I mean, I guess from a
So
football
much.
standpoint, like,
Keep it
I
football.
think that if everything comes out clear, he even in the court of public opinion, even if nothing comes from all these court cases, what situation do you think he goes to? Like, I mean, right now, QBs seem to be there's not a lot of QB needy teams right now. Like,
I think
and especially with all the draft fixing to happen,
Mhm.
I think if he get cleared by all this and he faced suspension, I think a team like the Broncos, maybe Chicago, because
Ooh, I like the Bears. I do like the Bears.
a quarterback and Andy Dalton's only there for a year, so you want to wrap him up. If you can afford him, pay him and let him serve his suspension time. But you know what you're getting out of him after that 8th game.
Mhm.
The Bears be
He can ball. He can straight up ball, man.
Yeah, he's a straight ball man, and I think them are only two teams like the Broncos and Bears like that.
Yeah.
I think will be the best place for him because John Elway, he's a people person. He's gonna help him get through it and make sure that he's still on the right track and he's still in football in the shape form, which I think we all think he is going to be though.
Mm-hmm. Also, another place I think that he could possibly go to is if Tom Brady gets beat the hell out of this year, is the Buccaneers. Because I know they restructured for 4 years, but I don't think that Tom Brady's gonna play that entire 4 years. I think that his plan all along was just to play 2. He just restructured it so that way they could sign the players they wanted to back. You know what I'm saying? I would say the Buccaneers are a sleepy team for that also.
I think the Buccaneers, man, they gonna do all their might to keep Brady alive. Keep the best line around him. They set up plays for him because intermediate. Make sure that he's not getting sacked over 20 times. So it's gonna be a chance for them to repeat. But it's gonna be fun to watch him playing on.
It is. As much as we hate it, it's going to be great. We hate it now because he's won half the Super Bowls in my lifetime, and no, he didn't. But he's been to half of them, I'm sure.
Yeah, he has been. He's been almost half, dude. That's
been
insane.
half of them since 2000. So 2000, 2001. It's gonna we're gonna talk about him years down the road. Exactly how a lot of people talk about him now. It was an amazing time. It was a great time. If he does win one more, shame on the rest of the NFL.
It was a great time for the Patriots. The rest of us are like, fuck, man, can you just go?
Can you just go?
Can you leave? Leave us alone.
He's cheated 3 times. You can't suspend him more than 2 games? Come on.
And the thing is, I think Tampa Bay, they New England this year in Foxborough. So there's gonna be a lot of controversial going on in there. So
yeah.
And I think they built their team great. They look very like the original Patriots, if you ask me. If the quarterback situation, can Cam Newton turn it around from last year, but I think they're in great shape right now, to go back to winning.
Yeah. I basically I think with this year, man, the Patriots just said yes, we suck at drafting. We're not good at drafting, but we're damn good at paying for players.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we got plenty of money to pay.
Yeah. So, I mean, did they paid a fucking crazy amount of money for players. And dude, 2 tight ends and Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. Can you leave some for the rest of us? Like, Jesus, dude. I wanted the Bengals to get Hunter Henry so bad. Oh my God, I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Or even Jonnu Smith. I like Jonnu Smith too.
Yeah, I like John O definitely, especially in the run after the catch situation. He's very dangerous in that. And New England snagging him is a great option. If when Hunter Henry got all the attention on him, Jonnu Smith is sneaking out to the right onto the flat. Like,
yeah, I think of Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick Bourne as a wide receiver 3. All right, wide receiver 2, 3-ish type player. I don't know if Nelson Aguilar is number 1, but I think that at this point their entire offense is going to go through Hunter Henry and Jonnu and Asiasi, the guy they drafted out in like the 4th round or 3rd round last year, which was who?
I like Asiati, the UCLA tight end.
Yeah, Asiasi. Yeah, I like him too. Well, because he's an Islander, so I mean.
Yeah, I'm friends with his father, man. He speaks. I'm like, man, I've been watching at UCLA. He's be very dangerous, a good vertical threat for them.
Mm-hmm. I like it too. I think once they develop, it'll be a good situation for the Patriots. It's just, I mean, they keep on signing to Cam to all these small 1-year contracts. It's just kind of like, are you trying to win long term, or what is your QB situation? What are you trying to do?
They're waiting
because Cam Newton's good enough. At this point right now, what we've seen, he's good. He's one of those guys he's good enough to get you eight wins. 8 wins to 10. Why aren't you paying like that? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you giving him the money that demands that? You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of it feels like it's I don't know how to say it. It feels cheap.
Yeah,
well, I do want to bring up. I was watching I Am Athlete, and I think even podcast. He talked about it. It's a great podcast, and I think even he got asked about it, and pretty much his answer is, "I've made the money. I've had the commercials." Mm-hmm. So now he's taking these 1-year deals. Maybe he's trying to reignite his career. Show that he's still got it. He's still maybe he's trying to get back to that original Cam. The Cam we knew and loved as a Panther. That was exciting and electrifying. And maybe he's trying to make sure there's enough cap room so he actually has the weapons. He has the offense. He has the defense, because defensive players are coming back after they opted out. So if they do sign them back.
My only thing is that they're kind of old, man. Their defense is old. Hightower's around 30. Hightower's around 31, isn't he? 31, 32, something like that. He's not the Hightower that made the plays in Atlanta a couple years ago, back in 2018. So I mean, I think that they're trying to go to that old Carolina when they were good in 2015. Cam loves throwing the tight ends. That's what he does. And you got Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry and Asiasi now. I think he's still a run threat. I mean, I just wish they would have signed him long term if that's their plan, because he's going to win enough games to where you're not going to get a top 10 pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, what are you doing for the future? Is he your future? Then pay him like that. If he's not, then get rid of him, because he's going to get you 8 wins a year. 6 to 8 wins, and you're going to be drafting at 15 again, dude. And you're not going to get a quarterback there that's other than Mac Jones. But even then, the value keeps getting pushed forward, and Mac Jones is now being talked to 3, which is just mind-blowing.
Don't get that. Don't even get me started on that rant, y'all. Beware the 1-year quarterback sensations. Beware.
Yeah.
Next year, they just did that TV deal. So, everybody don't know 1-year deals. They getting prepared to make that big money if they have a big year this year. So I think they're betting on themselves, to get more money. I think if Cam have a solid career, take them to the playoffs and win them a playoff game, he's definitely going to get more money from the Patriots. I guarantee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely getting and that's the way to get up to that $38-40 million mark right now, man.
Yeah,
you've just got to get there, and maybe next year with that TV deal they do, which I like to see players paid, but I like to see plans. What's your plan? And I think the Patriots are kind of spinning their wheels.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we're good on the Patriot talk.
Oh gosh, this is the most we talked about the Patriots in a while, man.
Yeah, I think so too. Only on the roar. All right, so I think we
Only
can
on the
get to. I mean, do you guys have any like specific pro day winners you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I got 2 pro day winners I'd like to discuss.
Okay.
Okay, my first one though, like even though I fell in love with Penny, and all that. Yeah, I can't be too biased though, but I've been watching the other ones. But I really like this Zach Wilson pro day. The way he was throwing like throwing on the other side of the field, great vision, the great arm talent. Like he looked good for him. He looked good. Like the Jets, they were sold on him. Like, oh man, our quarterback right here. And I actually heard Roy and Jordan that he purchased a home in New York already.
What?
It was like a done deal. It was a rumor. It's a rumor. It's not like a credible.
Bro, it's gonna be really fucking crazy if like at one Zach Wilson gets taken. It's like, I just bought this house in New York. What do you want me to do?
Rumor though, but I think he's gonna be NFL ready. I was looking through his throws though. He looked comfortable. He was more focused in his throw. He wasn't rushing them, and he was scrambling in the pocket. That's what we need in the NFL now. Scrambling quarterback.
He can move. He can move. He definitely has. He definitely has some wheels on him. Looks like he has pretty decent contact balance, and his throwing off platform. I heard like is what makes him special. Just the way he can throw the ball, the way it just leaves it. They said that's very like Pat Mahomes, very Aaron Rodgers air, kind of like just watching the ball come out of his hand.
Yeah, it's just beautiful that way. I watched him at BYU. He just tortured. Like he had a solid. They had like a great offensive line, but he tortured at BYU. What he had like 13 rushing touchdowns and like 45 passes.
Yep.
He had to run and scramble and rush for touchdowns, but his passing, he got great arm talent. Something that the Jets need though, y'all. The Jets need a superstar at the quarterback spot. Like last time they had a superstar at that spot. What I can Mark Sanchez.
Light on that superstar position.
Butt fumble, dude. Butt fumble. So
the AFC Championship back-to-back years, though.
I know. I definitely.
Trust me, I know. We're Bengals fans that he beat us.
It's only because of Rex Ryan they didn't go further. That's just my true belief right there.
Dude, those Jet defenses were hardcore, and then Green Ellis, dude. Green Ellis was also really good, and then he came to us, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell happened, bro? Like, come on now." Dude, we have a good offensive line. What's wrong with you?
I'm some games, but then I hated him in other games because when we played against weak defenses, like he wasn't showing up. Like, dude, you're supposed to be running this ball. Like, we picked you up from New England. We see what you did in New England. Can that transition to Cincinnati? Like,
just go forward. Like, what is? Oh my God! No, don't get me started on Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, dude. But okay, so, dude, the Jets are in such a good position. They can get their quarterback of the future. They have another pick at the end of the first round. They can get a good offensive tackle on the other side from Mekhi Becton, which I can see him Samuel Cosmi. That's another thing. We'll get into it later in the podcast, Clarence. We'll talk about offensive line and all that stuff. Yeah. But the Jets are in such a good position because they have like 11 picks this draft. And dude, the 2 things that they absolutely need is stacked in this draft. Or 3 things, is stacked in this draft, and that's offensive line, wide receivers, and cornerbacks. Dude, this is a dream draft for the Jets, and I'm jealous, honestly.
Yeah, I think this Jets though, they're prepared for this draft, and like you said, their second round pick, you go get your quarterback, and that second pick though, like that second pick in the first round, in my opinion, though, Roy and Jordan, you go best player available because you got extra picks to get your defense. And I think if whoever's available, like what they got, like 23rd, I think
yeah, it's like 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd, the 23rd pick. I'm going best player available. Like offensive lineman, receiver, and like you said, a corner. Someone that can step in as a day one starter that can fill the need. Like that they desperately need. But best player available with that second pick in the first round.
And I can see a not Samuel Cosmi, because I did say Samuel Cosmi, but I could also see an Asante Samuels too. Like there also. I could see that also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be like crazy, but like wow. He like him like in his zone coverage.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes. It is, and their safety May. Is he a strong safety or is he a free safety?
I think he's a strong. I think he is a strong safety, but
Okay. Well, dude, I mean, also 23, dude, Trayvon Moehrig out of TCU would be an excellent pickup, bro. Like
I hope he don't. If he fall to like Dallas, man, that would be the deal for them too. Like
that would be ideal. Not gonna hate
yeah.
that. He doesn't have to travel that far.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, right? Just down the road. Just down the road.
Just down the road. 20 minutes. Like that. You could stay in your dorm.
Yeah. So I mean, the Jets are in such a good position. Like, I mean, with the Bengals, we're also in a really, really good position because we're gonna have a choice between possibly the top 3 talents, not quarterback in the draft at 5. But past that, dude, I mean, the Jets, I think, just are in a dream situation. They have like damn near 11 picks, and oh my god,
like in the first 3 rounds, like that's scary.
Yeah, like, dude, like, what did that management do? They was like, you know what? We're gonna suck. We're gonna suck all the way. Like, last year, whenever the Bengals were trying to win, I was like, what are you doing? What, we need Joe Burrow. Yeah. So I mean, the Jets have clearly handled the weight. I mean, do you guys have any thoughts who you think that the 49ers are going to go with at 3? Just we're talking about that right now.
I mean, you like Trey Lance.
I do like Trey Lance, but that's just gifts though. Like, I mean, if I'm taking best player available, I'm taking Justin Fields. But as a prospect and what my coaching staff can do and the situation that I'm in with Jimmy Garoppolo, I love Trey Lance's like physical traits and what I can do with him.
Yeah, I think if I had to choose though, I probably would go with Justin though. I think you can groom him like under a year because his pocket presence still needs to be worked on. He got the fastest 40 for the quarterback. That's something
he can move. Boy can move.
Like, it's what I like about him though. When I used to watch him, like his patience throwing the ball, like Trey Lance go through his progressions faster than Fields though, but Fields more patient with the ball. He's not going to like force the throw. But if his one read is not there, he gets a lot like he gets nervous. He gets like janky and want to just start running.
Yeah, I think of Kyle Shanahan. Like, dude, he schemes his wide receivers open, which is what that's what Justin Fields is used to. He's used to having his receivers like schemed open because they can just out talent people in the Big Ten. Ohio State can just do that. Yeah. And guess what? Kyle Shanahan is probably the best coach at just scheming receivers open. He just does it. And then you have, top-notch, receivers in Ayuk, Samuel, and then George Kittle, man. How do you stop that? That's Ohio State level, receiving core. Yeah. He's going to be used to going into. And not to mention their offensive line's damn good with Mike McGlinchey and the rest of those boys.
You got a chance to sit him 1 year, groom him up, basically get Jimmy Garoppolo for a free year, see if he can still do anything. And if not, bye, Jimmy. Hello, Justin. That's really it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the perfect situation. We get into this rhythm of quarterbacks being ready to go now when just so like, we can all remember it. Quarterbacks would sit a year, 2 years, 3 years. Look at Patrick Mahomes.
He sat behind for a year.
Quarterbacks coming out of the draft are better if they can sit a year instead of going in and getting crushed immediately. Yeah. Carson Wentz. And, we just I think it'd just be good for Justin Fields, Trey Lance, whoever they go with. Again, I agree with y'all. Justin Fields, I think he is the better prospect because, again, beware of a guy playing from North Dakota State and thinking he's better than the guy playing at Ohio State.
Right. But that's
better quality against better talent.
That's my whole thing is that's why I like the 49ers pick right there. For Trey Lance specifically, because I'm not rushed anything. They have a quarterback that's got them to a Super Bowl. I'm not going to say he's like, oh my God, I need that fucking guy. He's going to get me a Super Bowl. It's just kind of like they can do that. It's just kind of like at 3, I like what you could mold Trey Lance into just because just his arm is fucking insane, dude. He can move too. Like it's from just straight physical what he can do. And don't get me wrong, in 2019, dude, he didn't throw a single interception. He's not like a bad player. Like it's just kind of like what could you mold him into in the future. But best player available at 3, and I'm just like logical GM brain, I'm going Justin Fields just because he's the best player available, you know?
Yeah. But Lance wouldn't be a bad pick though.
No,
Lance,
no.
a lot of athletic. I love his athleticism. Like his athleticism, what will make him be successful, and his strong arm, and him like slow, like going through his progression. I think he's going to be a successful quarterback. You know, it all depends where he lands, though.
Oh yeah. That's why I love that situation for 49ers because if there's one coach that can get him to where he needs to go, I think it's Kyle Shanahan. If he goes to a Broncos, I don't like, dude. That would be such a waste because yeah. I don't trust it. I don't trust the Broncos to develop a quarterback. They haven't shown they can do that. I mean, they won granted they won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, but that was horrible Peyton Manning. But you either come ready to play for the Broncos or they're not going to develop your ass. Because I mean, I like Drew Lock as a talent too. It's just they did not develop him in the proper way.
Exactly, they didn't let him actually sit behind a veteran quarterback. They thought Joe Flacco would have been that bridge quarterback, but he sucks. He's totally like he got thrown into the wolves. So it's not necessarily Lock's fault. It wasn't prepared for him, to get room.
Right. I guess back to the pro day talk, dude. Who are your winners? Just to be clear.
My winner is Zach Wilson because the Jets was sold on his throws. It was like a throw. It was just like look at the throw.
Yeah. Sorry. We went on a complete tangent. I was like, wait, we were talking about pro day winners. All right. Sorry. Told you we're not professionals. We just do it. We just go.
Just whatever.
What feels right? What feels right at the time? So, I mean, Jordan, do you have any specific pro day winners you want to go for?
Man, I think we already know he's going to be a great player. He's a good talent. I just didn't expect to see really this out of him. And you've mentioned him earlier, thinking he'd go at 23 to the Jets, and that's a Samuel Cosme. Also, Clarence, I am a Longhorns fan. And I'm very disappointed in my Texas Longhorns. But no, he's a monster. 36 on 225 repetitions. He has 10-yard split. He has a 1.68. The boy is quick. He is super quick. He ran a 4.84, and he's just, broad jump 9 feet. Okay, cool. Let's go, Myles Garrett. I could block you. You think you're fast? I'll show you fast.
Clarence, if we do go Jamar Chase at 5, dude, Samuel Cosme, I do love that for the Bengals. Oh my God, I would love that.
He's going to be a great solid. Just another tackle on this big board of tackles that are just awesome this year.
All right, what was it, Clarence?
I'm Jordan, I'm afraid that Jacksonville or New York can slip them up. If we do go Chase at 5 and we go Cosme at 38, I'll be satisfied.
Yeah.
But if Cosme gone before 38, I'm like, Rory, this is not what we planned for.
This is not the plan. You made me believe, damn it.
Those niggas don't hear my mouth.
Yeah, no. Oh my God. So that's what. So for my pro day winner, it's Kwity Paye, man. I don't know if you guys heard anything about it, but dude killed it. He absolutely destroyed his Michigan pro day, man. He was fast. He was twitchy. He looked strong. He looked built, man. He was, I think, 6'4", just long. And they were talking about his body type on PFF, and it was like, dude, he looked like he was Batman, but in the suit. He was Batman in the suit. Just stacked. Just Carl Lawson. Clarence, we know what Carl Lawson was about. They said this guy was on that level of like just superhuman looking like Brolic.
Oh, man, I think he's going to be a late first round pick though, Rory. Man,
I think Kwity Paye is going to be mid. I think he's going to be a mid round pick. I'm mid first round pick. My bad.
You know, if he cleans up his techniques and stuff, he's gonna be a superstar in the next couple of years. Like, athleticism. He's like you say, he's long and he's strong. Like, and he's fast off the line. Like Twitch, he's not gonna get blocked real easily. So you gotta throw a couple moves on him because he's twitchy. He's gonna slid through that. So I think like him right there is just like I keep hearing about him. Like, man, like damn, this dude is coming. Like I watched the first game at Michigan. Like wow.
So if I had to compare him with someone, I think he's a Bradley Chubb kind of edge rusher.
Yeah,
like that's who I see. That's a little bit who I see. Like maybe it's not all the way there with the pass rush moves, but the sheer explosion and what he can do, man. Like I like Kwity Paye in the middle of the first round. I mean, I didn't love Bradley Chubb at that high, and whenever he got drafted, I think he was a mid first round pick. He was just kind of like pushed up the boards just because he was like the only one in his draft that was really like worth the salt. You know what I'm saying?
Like when I look at edge rushers, the first look at is how fast can they get off the line?
Yeah.
Like how fast is they get off the line? If they're curving their body, they're bull rushing, they're speeding, trying to speed. If they're using their hands. But if you can get a lineman that can come off the fast like that, like when I watch Aaron Donald, I'm like, God, bro. I can't I hate watching like this guy.
His first step is terrifying.
Yeah, like, the hands is so fast. It's like I'm like, bro, I will be like terrified. Like,
how can he do this? It shouldn't be possible. Like, but there's just some of those people in this world that are just freaks like that, man. I'm not gonna say Kwity Paye is that kind of freak, but I'm just saying he's gonna be a top tier edge rusher in the NFL. Like in probably his second, third year. And once he cleans up his technique, once he figures out the hand fighting and all that stuff. I'm not saying he doesn't know it. I'm just saying at the NFL level of getting used to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think Chase Young was that. I mean, we all know what kind of athlete Chase Young is. He's a monster. But I think of a lot of reason why he wasn't like a Nick Bosa. It's because of the sheer like the hand technique, the hand fighting and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Both hands is strong as heck.
Oh my God, dude!
Throw his hands out the way, like it's ridiculous. Like
it's the way the Bosa brothers like just technique the hell out of offensive tackles is amazing, bro. Like Bobby Hart versus Joey Bosa at the beginning of the season. I'm like, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Like, dude, wasn't Joey Bosa unblocked on a play by Bobby Hart in the first game of the season, Clarence?
Yeah, it was like he hit him with a quick move. He just
oh my God! Like, dude, the Bosa brothers are just monsters, and I think that in the long run, once Chase figures out the hand fighting and all that stuff, like to the extent of the NFL, you're gonna need it, bro. He's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be a Myles Garrett 2.0.
And another sleeper though, y'all, for my pro day. I really like the Ronnie Perkins.
I did out of Oklahoma. Right.
This rusher that had over 90 and gets the pass and then running the pass. He's like super long. He's strong and he can cover the sidelines, the tackling. So I think if he's available with that 69, the third pick, I think we should take that guy, man. Right.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. So when I was doing my initial mock drafts for the Bengals, I was like, I want Penei Sewell at 5. And if I do that, what am I doing in the second round? I don't think wide receiver is a huge need for the Bengals. Do we need one? Sure. Yeah, we do. But if we need edge more, we got 17 sacks last year.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like what? We scored touchdowns off receivers. We didn't get no sacks. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
Yeah,
and if you think we're gonna get coverage sacks this year, I don't trust that. I really don't. I don't trust that. I don't trust it. Trey Waynes is really handsy when he was with the Vikings. Chidobe Awuzie, I do like him as a cover corner, but he's consistently hurt. I mean, if he can be healthy, I love that. But we don't have a a lockdown cornerback that I really trust to get a coverage sack. Because I mean, if we can't get home, dude, we're gonna be scored on a lot, and we're gonna have to score a lot of points.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's what you don't want to do. Like, you won't have to put up like shootout games. You need the defense to have them key stops. And Trey Wayne, so like I've been saying this is his year to like show what he's about, man. He has to have a big monster year, like for us, because I'm expecting Woozy to play solid, but I'm expecting more out of Trey Wayne, though.
Yeah, we paid him $15 million a year, dude.
15 mil, man. 15 mil.
And he didn't play. He didn't play a snap last year.
He didn't even. Did he even go to the game?
No. He was up in Minnesota the entire year.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is, and we'll get to there. But I mean, I think that we need to address edge before we address wide receiver. Honestly, like that. That's just me though. Like to me, first round, I'm taking Penei Sewell. That's just me. Second round, I'm either taking a guard, a tackle, a guard or an edge rusher. That's just what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry. Like, people can kill me for not taking a wide receiver or whatever. It's just that's how I view it.
Later, fourth through sixth. We got two picks. Seventh, me, I think. 1, 2.
Yeah.
So,
Jordan, did you have any other pro day guys you want to talk about?
I mean, y'all are saying it all, and I mean, I think there's quite a few. It's pretty obvious. I mean, Kwity Paye, he stole the show. Kyle Pitts stole the show. Rousseau stole the show. Guys,
I think Jalen Phillips killed it way more than Rousseau did.
He did too, and that was another guy I was going to bring up. I mean, the list just goes on. This draft class is amazing. We've been blessed with, man, a lot of freakish draft classes.
Yeah,
these
the last
past few years.
Had definitely good.
I mean, when people were worried, they were like, "Where's all the talent? Are we going to have Peyton Mannings? Are we going to have Tom Brady's? Are we going to have Revis Islands?"
We honestly
might
have too many.
Yes,
like we might have that level of football, man. Like, because they're wrong. Like with the way technology and people actually just straight up studying football now to do football. Like, dude, we're going to have just straight up professional football players at like 16, 17 years old. That's what they've been doing since they were 12.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like, and Tommy, the nose tackle for Ohio State, Tommy Tulaga, 40
two guys. Yeah. Monster.
40 reps.
Yeah. Yeah. Monster. We're seeing
I don't
kids
do
get
40
more
reps for the year.
Yeah, we're seeing kids come out more freakish, man. And a lot of these are old NFL players' kids that are coming in just straight up being bred for this. The Bosa brothers. I mean, I think their dad was a first round pick, and their uncle, and their mom was like some sort of fucking track athlete or something crazy. And then she's a world star. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that we're just going to get more and more crazy athletes and kids that are just straight up, going to be football players in the future.
Here's a guy. Let's go back to Barmore. We know we love Barmore at tackle. How about 310 pounds, 4'9", 40. Just
moving,
like you want to talk about a first step. Like I would have loved to see what his 10-yard split would have been.
Yeah.
But I mean, still though, he could chase a guy down within 5 yards. Like
he can move. He at 310 pounds, man. That's moving. That's moving.
I like him.
Yeah. Is there? I mean, we already know about Jamar Chase. Absolutely destroyed. Yep. He destroyed his pro day. Yep. But Terrace Marshall too. He had a damn good pro day also.
Bateman. Bateman Rashad. From Rashad Bateman, Minnesota.
Minnesota, right? Yeah.
Right. 4.39.
Oof.
There you go.
Yeah. I think Bateman. He goes to a team like he have that same impact like Jefferson did. I think he's special one in his league. But I think Chase though. I'm gonna just say this out. Chase is going to a team that needs a number one receiver, someone that's diving for one, like Detroit,
the Lions,
Eagles,
I don't think he gets to 12. I don't think Jamar Chase gets to 12.
Now I don't think he's get to 12 though. But if they decided they wanted like to trade down, like, but
Yeah,
that up, like
They had their chance. And then they gave it to Miami.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the Panthers at 8. That could be a situation too for Jamar Chase.
Woo.
DJ Moore and Robbie, I think they need. I just think they need someone to compliment them.
Do you think DJ or do you think Robbie's the number 1 though, man?
Nah, I think he's a great number 2. He'd be.
I do too, but I think they have two good number 2s and not like a dominant number 1. You know,
more so like I think he's a underrated game changer for him, man.
Are you talking about DJ Moore?
Yeah.
I like DJ Moore too. I don't know if I'm absolutely in love. I don't know if a DJ Moore could keep me off Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
That's
I
my
like
thing.
him in Maryland. I like him in. I just think when he first entered, he was going off a fading Cam, and then he got Teddy Bridgewater.
And
Now he's going to get Sam Darnold. So let's see what Sam Darnold can do with DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore has a ceiling when he gets that better quarterback. So we'll see.
There's just a lot of great receivers in this draft.
Just
Like
there are like, dude. That's why I hate people. Like, you're not gonna get a good decent receiver. I'm like, dude. Okay, really? Like T. Higgins, Jefferson was at the bottom of the first, man. Denzel Mims, KJ Hamler. Like, dude, you can get receivers later in the draft that are going to be productive. Like, what are you talking about, people? Like, dude, I'm sorry.
I'm going through the pro days right now, and I'm just looking at these wide receivers, and there are wide receivers I haven't even heard of. There's wide receivers from UNT, Ole Miss, and it's just like they're great too. Their talent level is good.
I like the Indiana receiver, that Walt Filer guy. The Walt.
Yep.
I think he's gonna be one of those guys like that's like a good vertical threat. And that other receiver, I can't pronounce his last name, from Illinois, Josh in Memorial something. He's a burner, man.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, in the NFL now, dude, every draft is going to be heavy with receivers going forward. It's just going to be that way. There's every year there's going to be receivers. What's going to be hard to find is linemen consistently heavy drafts. It's just not going to happen very often, and it hasn't happened before this year, really. That the linemen are that deep, and I think that you can maybe get a starter in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, but that's a lot slimmer. I mean, if I'm gonna take a lineman this year, I'm probably taking it with my first 2 picks, because everyone needs guards and tackles and centers.
Yep.
If you go on PFF, they literally have almost every need was guard and tackle for every team.
Yeah.
And that's the drop off, man. You have
rare,
starters, and then who do you have behind them? You have no one behind them. You have no depth. Like, not many offensive linemen can go replace a starter. And if you do find that guy, he's usually he's an old offensive lineman on his way out, and he's that first
like a Riley Reef.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I hate whenever we're this is gonna be a very Bengals heavy thing, Jordan. I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. That's all right. I'm here.
Yeah. You always have the Texans guys on, okay? No, Clarence. That's why I hate when I hear other Bengals like, we just signed Riley Reef and Quentin Spain. I'm like, okay, there's a reason why Quentin Spain was signed to $1 million this year. Riley Reef took a 2-year deal where the second year is void. He's not going to be here next year, and there's a reason why he took a void year. No one else was calling him. So that tells me is like, dude, and he's playing out of position. Like, do you really trust our offensive line for the Bengals that much that you're just going to be like, you know what? Let's just roll what we got. You know, I just don't like it. I don't like the situation. Like, and they're like a Xavier Sulafilo, and I was like, Quentin Spain beat like Xavier Sulafilo in camp, like, and made him leave. Our offensive line is not good. So I mean, for the Bengals, dude, I'm taking linemen early and often.
Like last year's pass blocking, Billy Price had like a score of 25. Quentin Spain had the highest one at 75. So I don't want to name the rest. They was under 40, Jordan. It was terrible.
It wasn't good.
Like
It
I'm
wasn't good.
saying, man.
I tell everybody, we need linemen that have swag that bring to the line. Someone that's tough, someone that's gonna get their hands and feet dirty, someone that's gonna, take a hit when that's hype up the team. Like I tell everybody this, Joe Mixon is probably one of the best running backs in the goddamn league. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
With his ability to play, and you've been watching him in Jordan in college, the Red River rivalry, and he went crazy in those games. Like,
I forget those losses.
Yeah,
you need at least a solid average offensive line to be successful. You don't need an elite line. You don't need the best of the best. You need a line that's average, above average, that can get you through the season. And I guarantee if Burrow had that above average or average line, he probably would have broke more records. He would have broke the passing yard records, the passing touchdowns records, and he probably would have broke the QBR record for a rookie. We don't know.
Yeah. He wasn't he great in the top 3 for QBR in the first 8 games or 9 games of the season or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Something
Joe Burrow
insane.
was setting it. He was putting it in triple, quadruple coverage right in the wide receiver's arms. Like, I mean, those throws he was making were Aaron Rodgers like. Yeah. And I mean, that's what you see with Joe Burrow.
Tight windows,
Straight
all that
up.
stuff. Like,
yeah.
It just pains me that everyone's just getting blinded by this shiny new car. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't need I don't need a Ferrari, dude. I have one. It's Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. I have Ferraris. I need a tank.
It just sounds like with the Bengals pick, you're not going to make everybody happy.
It just feels like the Bengals.
Jamar Chase, that's not a bad pick.
It's not
a bad pick by any means. It's giving him the weapon he deserves. If you pick Penei Sewell, it's as I mentioned before, it's the boring pick, but it's also protecting your investment, and you can get a wide receiver next year. There's probably a stud next year that you can get.
My whole thing about I don't think Penei Sewell is the boring pick, dude. He opens up the running game and the passing game, and not to mention, I don't know if you should definitely follow him on Instagram because this dude, he's a leader. Like he's a real leader. Whenever he was an Oregon man, Justin Herbert was not the leader. It was Penei Sewell. Like as far as I could tell, he was in the middle of everyone, hyping them up, telling them we're getting ready for this game. I'm gonna knock someone's gosh darn head off. Just basically hyping his boys up. And dude, that's not a left tackle thing to do. It's just not. But he has a mentality of a linebacker. That's what it feels like. It felt like a Ray Lewis type aura when I was watching. So I'm like, dude, I need that. I need it. I need it. And whenever he was, I don't know if you saw his interviews with Jay Morris and Clarence, but he's like, dude, I just love hitting people. I love just mauling people. I love just putting my hands on people. I like getting, and I'll do anything I want. I'll do. Basically, he's saying I like to bend other men to my will. Basically, just enforcing myself on just crushing people. I'm like, dude, I need that. I need that mentality. I do.
The thing is, the best thing about him though, he's young. He's 20 years. So 10 to 15 years you can play with this guy and you can groom him to be, and I'm not saying he need to get to Anthony Munoz level though, but goddamn, he got to be up there with Andrew Whitworth. He has to be and at least up there with him. You know what I'm saying? We invested that 5th pick into him. He's a stud. He like you say, he loves hitting people. So that's what we need. We in the AFC North. We play.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Sorry. Go ahead. Could you imagine Penei Sewell versus Myles Garrett, dude? It would just be great. I want to see that. I want to see it.
And what's crazy? Derek Brown, a top 10 pick for the nose tackle for the Panthers. He said, "Man, that was the best best line I played against, man."
Yeah.
These are SEC players telling. Yeah,
that's the thing about it. Dude, Penei Sewell was recruited by Nick Saban. Nick Saban went to his house. He was like, "I want you," and he chose Oregon because it was closer. But dude, he didn't. I think he allowed 2 sacks. In 2 years or something like that. On around 1,000 reps or something. And the thing is, they say his worst game was against Auburn, against Derek Brown and another guy. But like, dude, he didn't allow a sack in that game.
No,
Even if you say it's his worst game, it's like, dude, if your worst game doesn't allow a sack, I need that.
You're pretty good.
And it's
Just
against
might
Derek
be
Brown.
great.
I think they were trying to flip the script, saying like he probably missed a couple assignments in the run blocking. But it's like it happens though. But
Yeah.
the guy ain't give him no hurries, no quarterback hits, no sacks, and he played majority of all the downs. So, like,
Yeah, he moves like a big dancing bear. Like he can just move for a guy that's 331 pounds, dude. He's bigger than Christian Barmore,
yeah,
right? Christian, he's a big boy, big boy.
Big.
But yeah, if his worst game against Auburn, he still doesn't allow a sack. I need that because if his worst game is like it ends with Joe Burrow not being destroyed, I need that.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that. Blindside at that, like so he's clubbing anybody this right there. That's what we need, man. That's what we need. I'm Sewell until all the way to draft day, bro.
Yeah, I am too. I'm about 65-70% sure that we're gonna draft Penei Sewell.
Yeah,
I just have a feeling. But guys, we're running about 120 right now. Is there anything you guys wanted to talk about? Like, you wanted to cover?
Let's see.
We're good. All right.
I'm good, man. Yeah.
I think I'm good too. For this week. I mean, Clarence, we'd love to have you back on. We could do just a straight up Bengals talk if you want to sometime. Maybe do like a mock draft, like a just a straight up Bengals mock draft.
Yeah.
Or something like that, or like if we could, I could share this at the Who Day page that we're both on, and we could just invite them to come on and talk or whatever. Maybe do a jersey giveaway or something. I don't know. For people come on and like state your case,
Right.
That'd be a lot of fun. But hey guys, we've had two viewers almost the entire time, which is pretty decent for a growing podcast. We appreciate you coming along. I just had a great time talking to our guest, Jordan. Always great having you as my co-host.
Always,
I appreciate that, dude. If you could, guys, if you appreciate this, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell everyone about this, whatever. Clarence, do you want to plug your stuff again one more time?
Yeah, man. Everybody follow Wise Guys, man, on Facebook. Wise Guys, Instagram, These Guys Know Sports, and Wise Guys on Twitter _OH, and you can follow us on the Worldwide Sports Radio. You guys, you could download the app, catch the show too, as well if you download the Worldwide Sports Radio.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Clarence, just so everyone, just so we can get on the record, how often do you guys talk?
Well, we're starting back up like in a few weeks. We do like 3 days out the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 8 to 9:30. So we do a lot of talking 3 days out the week.
Awesome. Well, I mean, we would love to come on and talk, dude. Anytime, just tell us when, where. We love talking sports, and appreciate you come on, dude, because you were very insightful and made it very easy to talk, and we just appreciate the conversation. Honestly,
definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on, bro. Guys, like, subscribe, all that nonsense. Appreciate you coming and, interacting with us. We appreciate it so much. I think that we're going to head out. Let me go over here. And without further ado, appreciate you coming on.
Thanks,
Peace.